Okay, what a midlife crisis looks like. My midlife crisis. So I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I apologize for that. I've been having some technical difficulties. I changed computers, and there's programs I can't change over, and I've had to search for them. It's been an issue. Today, I was going through some pictures and things. I'm transferring everything over from one computer to the new computer. I come across this one video that I had put together back when I was in this long-term relationship some years ago. And I'm watching this and I'm remembering how very happy I was. I mean, you know, the relationship obviously went sour because that ended, and I didn't hit a midlife crisis after that ended. It was actually a few years or so afterwards that I hit a midlife crisis. So I'm watching these videos and I'm remembering how happy I was. I was so in love, like head over heels in love. And I was so very happy in the life that I was living at that time with him. We did stuff. We did lots of stuff. Almost every other weekend we were going someplace. Obviously not far because it was just the weekend, but we did a lot of stuff. And we had you know, like my family, his family, and friends and stuff. So we had a fair amount of people in our lives. And I'm watching this and I'm remembering how very happy I was in that life and feeling at that time that I would live that life forever. I was just so happy. And I'm thinking about this and I thought, wow, you know, I wonder if that relationship didn't go sour, if I would still be happy in that life. I mean, it was a simple life, but we had a lot of fun. We did lots of stuff. If I stayed in that life, would I have never had a midlife crisis? Because I was very happy. And I guess I didn't know how limited I was with my life. I don't know. But I know I'm thinking about it these days. I'm looking at it and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, today, no. There's no way I could not live that life, in love or not. I couldn't live like that. Again, I can't. I don't know. Maybe not ever. Maybe someday. I don't know. But I couldn't do it now. It was a life I was so very happy in. And I'd be completely miserable to try and do that now. So I was kind of grateful that I had this video and that I was able to, that I came across it and watched it and compare where things are at now, where things were at then in my life. Like I said, it was before the midlife crisis, before I knew anything about a midlife crisis. Maybe if the relationship didn't go bad, I would have stayed happy. I would have never had a midlife crisis. But maybe I would have, and I would have been in a relationship and I would have had to break his heart and go. I don't know. But I know I think about it now, like trying to live that life now. No. We had a lot of fun. But as much fun as we had and stuff that we were doing, there wasn't really much in the way of new experiences. There wasn't anything new, but I didn't crave new stuff then either. But that was a time in my life when I was living for others. When I hit my midlife crisis, I stopped living for others and needed to start living for me. And a lot of people had a problem with that because suddenly I changed. Yeah, that's what happens. Didn't plan it. So that's it. Taking a step back, looking back, and really feeling the way things were before my midlife crisis. And I have to say, I think, yeah, I'm pretty grateful that relationship ended. If I'd have never hit a midlife crisis then, because I'm grateful that I hit a midlife crisis, because I would have continued on in a very mundane life, not even knowing how mundane it was. Not that I'm out doing exciting things all the time now, but I'm making plans for stuff and I'm learning things and I got a new hobby and new people and the sun's shining and making plans for my future. And staying still is not my plans for the future. So, okay, that's it. What a midlife crisis looks like. I'm grateful I had one. While I was happy before hitting one, I'm grateful that I did hit a midlife crisis. I'm grateful because I was able to change my life. And I've had so many more new experiences since then because I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, doing things that I've never done before. I don't know if you can relate. Pop something in the comments below. Share any of your experiences if you remember back before your midlife crisis. If you regret anything since your midlife crisis, I would really like to know that. I think a lot of other watchers would like to know too if you have any regrets. Did you make major changes and do you regret that? Compared to where you are today with where you were before your midlife crisis. And share with us in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, and I know others would love to also. Okay, click like because it helps the analytics. Click subscribe if you or someone you know is having a midlife crisis. Follow me along on my midlife crisis journey and see if I survive.